Heroic with a CT side start. And we're going to be keeping a very close eye on Nertz and what he's able to bring to the table. Already attached to this major, had some phenomenal performances from the guy. As Big move in on these pistols. No. That was teed up perfectly. What? Oh my god, this could still come up for Heroic. It just kicks Sand out of ammo and run out by Searson. Big.
Shush in a good position, can make up for the pistol with a well-placed 5-7 now. Up connector here, they come.
I mean, tabseN's already dinked, already low. Aggression in through Palace. Shush this time wins it out with the pistol. Crimbo and Regon offering up resistance and bringing Big back into the round. But here's the backstab out of Kicksad. Fast up through Con. Regon picked off. It's going to fall to Crimbo in the clutch. Phrase you might hear a lot. This guy well versed in turning around rounds like this, but with only 20 seconds left, gonna be hard pressed. Tries to chase down TeSeS, had the read, but TeSeS lands the shot and puts a stop to that one.
Shush looking down to dodge a flash, and he hears it coming.
Oh, only the one and done. Regon and Crimbo open up the round, but Regon goes chasing over the stairs.
It's a bit much.
That's offered up a 3-on-3 to Heroic. Nertz waited for that exact move to come out.
Plant's good, there's no one here to stop him. Kixon's clearing deep CT, so they're a little cautious here. TeSeS can flash him back in.
Oh, they're not using the flash. TeSeS just going to swing this with his captain, and they will manage to deal with tabseN. Crimbo tucked in, Deagle back of the site, swinging wide, Kicksand dead, smoke on the bomb. That's his final farewell. Defuse being held, TeSeS gets off from the spam. Nertz has dealt with Searson, and now it's just Crimbo left to be up and over. Shots connect for Crimbo. A huge step up, this time delivers in the clutch.
4-1 for Big, and a mid-take for Heroic.
TeSeS flashed off the angle, gonna get re-flashed back in by Nertz. Dexter able to capitalize on that as well, so a nice little interplay between these two players in middle. Teed up by Nertz, who then brings some aggression of his own.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly. It goes the other way with a flawless round put forward from Heroic, and that's at least a nice sigh of relief here.
Edgy pull back from middle, leaving Regon here to lurk. Nertz hears those players retreating. Is he still ready for one more? It's going to be a full A group at 40 seconds. Regon caught with nades out, hits him with the smoke though. That works his favor. 5v4 now in the middle. It's all up to Shush.
Aggressive on ramp, gets out with a lot of damage. Dexter Zorb got to start firing off. Only line of defense here, and Dexter holds the... Oh, I like it from Dexter! Just Searson left standing. Dexter lays waste to Big and buys time for TeSeS to move in on that rotate. All right, Dexter, let's go. We've been waiting all tournament for him to start hitting these type of shots on the AWP.
Guys, the lineup's changed.
Ooh.
If he uncrouched, yeah. I've actually never seen that.
Oh, keeps nearly spotting the gap. Nertz goes aggressive. There's that clash between him and Regon taking place down in lower.
Dex is so lucky to be alive. He keeps double scoping. He could be re-swung on either side, but very close. No kills. Nertz 1-for-1 doesn't feel worth it, but good trade. Dex can still win this round.
Yeah, Dexter's in the position that has to seal the deal, but he's about to get mollied back.
Still, they won't be ready for TeSeS in theory. He's still got a great pause.
I just think when you get into the site for free, when you see there's no resistance, break on the smoke is big for Dexter. They should be aware of TeSeS in at ramp. just for how free the site is. Doesn't make it any easier for Crimbo as Tesses arrives on the backstab. It's all eyes on JDC. Gonna try reposition, but this is hardly a winning position. Trapped out in the open. Kickstand, quick work made of him.
Yeah, I think the realization came from Big, but Crimbo has to cover the plant. He doesn't want his teammate to die to ramp, so he actually swings Tetris and makes a lot of noise. That lets Tesses pre-aim perfectly.
Kickstand will be getting tested in this round as they're sneaking all the way through B. Nerds here's the rotate, so should have some form of early info as they start to move bodies over. It's still just Kickstand here, and he at least gives over his one. Tesses tries to play ahead of that Molotov. Tapson taking heads off. Nade from Nerds doesn't find its impact. That early warning sign didn't get anyone extra over towards this B site.
This is really awkward. Dex has got to kind of force this, but the smoke is down. It's fading soon now. Dex has got to go through. Tapson gets aggressive, punished. Only JDC up in the apartment. Pushes Nerds down low with nades out. JDC finds a headshot, and Dexter is on that clock. Tick, tick, boom. JDC has won it to time. Nice hunt on the 1v3. Does not let Heroic get close.
Heavy
They did it again. They did it again.
Missed window smoke. Once more for Big. And they're just going to go out A-ramp dry. No util down. Just flashes on this push. Kickstand gets out with the first. Tapson's made his way up through connector, but needs to come to life soon, and he will pounce onto Nerds. Layers to the defense. Tesses next in line to try and put a stop to this. Dexter also rotating over on that AWP. Molly in his way, but peeking through the flames as Tesses, and there's the AWP hitting its mark. It's just Searson left standing. And so Heroic looking to do good at least on splitting this half right down the middle. They fully up and leave jungle. Moments ago, Searson had the info. There were two players here. They've now completely peeled off. No kills to be found here, but back turn. They're in the site already. They don't know. This shot for Searson. Gonna try take the routing. I mean, you just got a lot of info. There were two bodies in the site there. Lands the cat jump, makes it up, makes it over. And a chance to run that bomb into B.
He's losing his timing though, but the second Shush is closing in.
I mean, Shush is worried this whole time though about a jungle rotate. So for now, Searson's gifted a few extra seconds to try get this bomb planted.
They're still playing for A just in case, because they're all here. If Searson plants B, they should play together, play a retake, and 3v1 him. Shush, no hurry, can afford to wait a few seconds for his teammates. A good molly, but they can smoke it. I think they should. Just play your quick timing and try and overwhelm him. And not smoking this molly, Searson's bought a few more seconds.
Missed shot though from the AWP, and every shot counts. Shush closes the gap.
I mean, if anything, Shush getting, fine. If anything, Shush getting through that molly actually, and them not smoking it, actually helped him, because you can see Searson didn't realize a player had gotten through.
This is a robbery! Tell me where you keep your expensive skins, or I'll blow his brains out!
John, please, don't!
Well, I mean him! What the? Where are the normal skins?
Guys, the best skins are on Skin Club.
What are you talking about?
Here, look.
Whoa! No way!
The best skins are only on Skin Club.
And if Regon plays first, Crimbo, I mean, this is a similar setup to what Heroic had on CT. Let's see how it fares.
Util flashes to boot. Crimbo's dualies. They
nice.
Awkwardly wrestle with Shush. Up in Palace, he goes for the full reload. He's out of action for the next 10 seconds as he puts in those mags. So for the time being, Heroic were allowed to close the gap, but that window's now closed. They have to worry about this threat. Up in Palace, they hope that Crimbo doesn't take just the straight up fight, but he will do, and there's those dualies firing off for a successful pistol out of Big. Opener for JDC. Kickstand's been able to slip past him. He doesn't try the trade, instead he takes his timing. And this has rewarded him with a quick position up through the connector.
Hello.
Aggression from Tapsen.
What? How?
But Tessez's Deagle bids him farewell. That's the route to the bomb plant opened up here, and this lurk from Kixan is problematic. It really cuts down some of these angles that Big can look to rotate through. They never broke the vent in jungle, and so noise would have to be made. Instead, a lot of this now hinges on this Searson flank. Nerds is watching it. Nerds is aware they've slowed right down. They're lending time to someone else, and there it is. Searson sniffed out. JDC faced by 2 low HP players, but he himself is looking worse for wear. It's a save called. Heroic on the back of that bomb plant come through with a force, and they find success. And I do like how Kixan played that, right? Didn't play for the trade, didn't play to level the playing field over in mid, didn't go on what would have been an awkward fight onto JDC up on short. Instead, realizes a window has just opened up. That timing to come in with a backstab and tee his teammates up for the A play was now available. Quick drop down into mid for Tabson. Searson watches over him with that AWP, and Tabson doesn't want to hang around. Oh, actually, he does.
Oh,
Dexter could see
him. Too late.
Didn't realize, tunnel visioned on the window. Nerds just misses the timing for the backstab. They're going to go looking for JDC up on short.
Yep.
Okay, Nerds just gets it. Tabson's going to try reclaim this. And when you see Kixan there coming out from under the window, you feel like someone's definitely been boosted. Still, Tess says, taking matters into his own hands, runs it up the connector. Quick turnaround for Regon, but he can't get his bearings.
Look at
and
this.
Nerds is already deep in the spawn. Crimbo, great at clutches, but silenced by Nerds on the crazy push.
Here we go. Final ditch attempt. Searson, not even really said his name in this game. Get to CT AWP out at least. Has the chance to fight for this.
And it's the second one. Last time, never got the ball rolling. And I feel like Searson's hit a real cooling off period coming into this game.
Nerds is just iced out at this T side with the A1S. He picked this up in like round 2 of the half. I don't think he's died since. Just been perfect.
That's crazy from Tessez. I thought the timing was going against him. He just looked away from window.
This is just a wash right now.
You know, I think throughout the major, you've seen the promise from Big, how they look when everyone's switched on, when it's all coming together, it looks really good for them. But then you get games like this where the more turbulent pieces, Regon as mentioned, being like a real focus of the inconsistency that's plagued Big across the tournament. Searson as well, who came in, you know, across the RMR and even early on in the opening stage with some high impact gameplay. But these two fall silent. Tabson's also having a rough game in spite of the fact that he's had a phenomenal major, even starting back in the RMR.
Yeah. Top rated player for so long.
And so then it's like, well, what do you have at that point? You know, you kind of have all these non-starters, and Heroic, it looked like it was going to be them who came into this sleepy, right? You had those awkward whiffs early on, as Shush and Tess says.
JDC 1 and 3 on those entry fights right now.
Yeah, I mean, the 3 players that usually net you opening kills are both having are all 3 having a really rough time of it.
Down ramp denied, and Heroic's patience pays off again.
Another attempt at the opener for Regon that falls on deaf ears.
Nothing's really working right now for Big. They have met their match, they have met their maker, and Nerds has been a monster all T side. So much impact. Leg shot's good, pistol comes gunning. Searson hunts down that kill, and they're still going into the crossfire right now. There's a third here. Crimbo lines them up. That's a nice double. Dexter can give it a go, though. Don't count this guy out. He gets aggressive. He chases them down, knowing Searson's stuck on the ramp. Dexter has the timing. He's got the game in the palm of his hand.
Searson's getting chased. Shot fired off. He knows that Searson is closing the gap. Both the AWPers getting aggressive to try and clutch this one up, but Dexter rewarded with the plant, goes swinging, goes looking for Searson back in market. Been waiting all tournament for Dexter to get going, to show us that potential. Oh, and he saved up all that potential energy to unleash it here. Big bested as Dexter closes out the clutch